Good morning.
Good morning. How
How
are
you
you?
doing?
Cheers.
Oh, I have coffee too. Your mug's better than mine.
Mine's so tiny. It's like an espresso mug.
Hey, we're talking about market stats today and comparing Vancouver and Victoria. But before we do, I have a fun game to play. Do you want to play? I'm
Let's
just
go.
springing this
Sure,
on you.
absolutely. I know it's been so long. We haven't done any videos. We haven't done any games. We used to have so much fun doing these. So
I know.
yeah.
Okay, so this is the game. Picture yourself in this moment, and there's five things that are happening all at once.
Hmm. That's a
You
lot of
need to,
things.
there's a lot of things, but they happen all at once,
I'm
and
ADHD.
you need to put them in the proper order of what you would deal with first.
All right.
Okay, ready? Ready. Okay. The baby's crying.
I don't have a
Your
baby.
work, I know, but you got to visualize it. The baby's crying. Your
Okay.
phone is ringing. The doorbell has gone off at the same time. There's a broken faucet where water is going all over the place,
Mhm.
and you really have to go to the bathroom.
Well, the baby's first.
Okay.
And I told you I have ADHD, so I can't remember the rest.
Phone,
The
doorbell, faucet,
baby,
bathroom.
okay, phone, the baby, the phone,
Mm-hmm.
the faucet.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the baby, the faucet, um, the phone. What were the other ones? I know
The
there's a
door
phone, a doorbell, and a
and
what?
and you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Okay. The the baby, the faucet,
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom and I'm answering the door last because it's probably not important.
I'll tell
Probably a
you what these
salesperson, or it's probably, you know, um, I don't know, somebody, a neighbor. I have no idea.
Okay, so
It's never anything
apparently
that's important.
that is true if you're thinking very logically about this. Apparently this is what these mean when you put them in order. So you tended to the baby first, which means you put family first. You tended to the faucet next, which means that money, like making like being it's probably true because you're an accumulator money type. The third,
Actually,
yeah,
I'm actually not an accumulator first.
you're
I'm
not.
a connector.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah, that makes
connector,
sense.
then
That
an
makes sense.
accumulator, then a ruler. Anyway,
Okay. So
and
uh
then a maverick.
oh, that's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good combination.
yeah.
So family, money, work, self, and doorbell's friends. That's the order of
No, I
apparently
think you
important.
got my order wrong. I think you got the order wrong.
What did you say? You said baby,
Well,
faucet,
yeah,
phone,
baby
bathroom,
faucet.
doorbell.
Yeah, because I can get the phone and go to the bathroom at the same time. So I'm like, boom, I'm doing both.
Okay,
I'm not
so
waiting till the phone calls over to go to the bathroom if I really have to go,
yeah, me
depending
too.
on who it is.
We probably shouldn't post this to the
I'm going
world.
to the bathroom and calling, or I'm like, who is this? And so,
Anyhow,
but that's interesting. Okay,
into
so
the market update.
family,
Yeah.
money, what was it
Uh,
again?
sorry, family, money, work, self,
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. It's not a friend knocking on my door, so I think
No,
this
I
is
know. I was
fraud.
gonna say, but you put friends higher up
Generally
normally than
not a
that.
friend. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's normally a friend that's gonna call or something.
salespeople.
But that's cool.
Hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah, it
What
was
did you
fun.
score? Or what
I
happened
was, I mean,
when
you
you
could
did
probably
it?
guess mine. I was family, work,
You
friends,
went to the bathroom last for sure.
money, and self was last. Yeah, because I'll
Yeah,
put all of that
yeah,
first and then
yeah.
probably end up with a bladder
Don't
infection.
answer the door. Who's there?
I don't know. But anyhow, market update, market update. We
Yeah.
are in
It's
March
funny I say that
still.
because we door knock and we want people to answer
But
the
that's what
door.
I'm
But you know
saying.
what? If they have to do all those things and they answered the door first, they're going to be grumpy. I'd rather them look after their baby, go to the bathroom, answer their phone, do all those other things, and answer the door last, so that when they answer the door and we're standing there, that they're in a good mood.
I mean, for me, family came up first, but I was like, I would have done the two things in tandem. I would have gotten the phone as I'm going to get the baby because that's just efficient. So
Yeah,
then that means
yeah,
family and work at
exactly.
the same time. Anyhow, market
Mhm.
update. So
Yes, let's
we're
go.
still in March. We're still in March. We're
Barely.
filming
It's
this
like
live, I know, but we've got a week left
26th.
for
Yeah,
more
we've
data to come in.
mhm.
And so we're going to update you guys on what's happening in our marketplaces now in real time.
Cool.
Do you want to kick us off with Victoria? It's all related.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, Victoria. So there's Victoria Core and there's like Greater Victoria, like the outskirts, a little bit outer suburbs, like the West Shore, like would be Langford, Colwood, Minchosin, and I didn't include Sukinet, but I would say that the data shows that the Victoria Core is starting to pick up now in March more than previous months. So in terms of sales volume, I only looked back till October, but there was like a high point in October, which was a low point, like compared to the rest of the year previous. But anyway, what I'm saying is from October, we decreased the number of sales per month. And now in March, we're back up to October levels. And because we still have a week to go, we will surpass the sales numbers in March compared to October. So it's kind of like a V. Went down, the low point was like December, January, and now we're coming back up. That's for single family detached and also for condos.
So that's the same here. It's the same here in
Okay.
terms of like
Well,
December,
yeah,
January, February, and then March has been very, very active.
yeah. I'm not the most active. You know what's crazy? The hmm, condos are really picking up. 50, what's 50 divided by, sorry, 1 second, 60 divided by 291. Yeah, so condos have the highest sold to listing ratio.
Oh, wow.
Condos in the Victoria Core, but not in the West Shore, like not in the suburbs. So the core is outperforming the suburbs right now. And yeah, so I would say that the suburbs is lagging behind. And generally, like we've even seen that in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Like markets starting in the city center and then working their way outward and then a contraction from outward inward again. So that's pretty cool. Like that's happening in Victoria, and I used to notice that in Vancouver.
It's happening now too. I look at it like
Yeah,
it's a fine dance. It's
yeah.
like it's a dance.
But okay, so you tell me. So sales are picking up, price points maybe inching up, at least for single family detached, ever
Yeah.
so slightly, or maybe just stable at this point. But I have noticed more competition on listings, some multiple offers on, really well positioned listings.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're starting to see a little bit of pressure on the prices to come
Upward.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Our pre-sale market, from what I've seen, because I'm involved in some pre-sales in Langford, is that it's dead. And I've
Really?
heard the opposite in Vancouver, that
It's
that's
picked
really
up
busy.
again
So
here. It's
yeah,
picked
why
up.
don't you share
Yeah.
with us what you're seeing in Vancouver for
On
like the market overall? You can talk about whatever, condos, houses, anything.
I mean, I would say I'm gonna blanket this. So obviously we're seeing that it's increased in terms of activity, written offers and multiple offers on detached and strata. So it's kind of all over the board. Um, it's still, we've always said this, that the good quality product for sure, that is normally the first to go. Seeing older listings, not ours, because we price them to sell, but old listings that have been on for maybe, I don't know, 3 to 6 months and they weren't moving before, those are even starting to move now. They haven't reduced price. It's just kind of like the prices are starting to go up a little bit. So the market's met those overpriced listings at the time that
Interesting.
were over, yeah, it's come up to meet their price. We did we sold 5 homes last week, working on another two. So in terms of the activity, it's quite busy. All of our listings are selling. Like even, there was a couple more challenging ones just because of location. There was nothing wrong with the home, but location or functional challenges in terms of building a new home. Even those ones have now sold, where in December it was quite quiet. And then we were able on one of them to allow it to go multiple offer. So yeah, that's what we're seeing
Yeah.
out here. I think there's still opportunities though. Like when we talk about data, there's definitely still opportunities for buyers and sellers, which sounds strange, but there are. No, there are. It's got to be done correctly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, because there's so many moving parts. There's so many different parts of the market. Like, are you in detached? Are you in
Yeah.
strata? Are you in this part of the
Which
city? Are
area?
you in that
Yeah,
part?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, there's
So noticing some holes too. So like you had said about the city center in Victoria, and then as you move a little bit further out, it's not quite as busy. We're
mhm,
seeing that here too, although I would say that again, for certain product, if the home is impeccable and it's in an amazing location, and perhaps the buyer for that would be, a family that needs to purchase to set down roots somewhere, those ones in some of the areas outside of the city center are actually achieving multiple offers.
mhm.
So yeah, I think that March, the end of March, even we've got one more week to go. Very interesting. I'm curious as to what's going to happen over the course of April because I am seeing more inventory come on too.
Mhm.
So more
Well,
choices.
definitely. I mean, and that's normal for spring,
Yeah.
right? People have been waiting for the spring market to list their homes. They've seen that there has been a bounce back in sales volume. So
Hmm.
now they feel comfortable putting themselves out there.
Yeah.
Um, so it'll be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what they do with the interest rates at the
Yeah.
next
April
meeting.
12th, I think that is
Yeah.
April 12th.
All right. Kevin McCarthy's birthday. Happy
Is it?
birthday.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
Well, it will be on, yeah, April 12th. Yeah, right. They paused it last time. This time they pause it. Again, then more buyer confidence. It may continue to fuel the market.
I think what'll be really interesting is if for some reason they decide to automatically increase it, they probably won't. I mean, a lot of the economists have said that they're going to keep it the same, perhaps in April, and then maybe later increase it.
Mhm.
But I'm curious as to see the type of effect it'll have on people's mindsets if and when that happens, because they have anticipated that at least one
Like
more will
an
come.
increase, an
Yeah,
increase.
before the end of the
Yeah.
year. I
Oh,
suspect
really?
that, well, I suspect that if it was going to happen in summer, it would be pretty quiet. Not to say that homes won't sell, but just quieter in general because people might get nervous again.
Yeah. I think they would be wise to do it when the market is starting to pick up speed. Like if like it'd probably be a good idea to do it
Now
in April.
in April, yeah, April 12th.
Yeah, yeah, because instead of reacting to the market, the government always reacts. It's like the market does
Exactly.
something, then it's kind of like done, and then the government doubles down and just like it
That's
makes
why I'm
it
saying it's
worse.
unlikely. I think they're just going to
Yeah,
do it later, but it would have already maybe corrected a bit. Who knows?
yeah, but at least I mean, if you could do it now while it's ramping up, you may just keep things steady, which is what you wanted the whole time, or they wanted the whole time. But if things ramp up in the spring
Hmm.
and then start to cool in the summer anyway, because it's typically seasonal, and then they do the hike in the summer, it just
Yeah.
have like a strong effect.
I mean,
Anyway,
I could see them
we'll
doing it, but
see.
we'll see what
I hope they
happens. We'll
don't
see
do
what
that
happens.
at all. Yeah.
I think now is our time to purchase, though, for investment properties a bit further out. Like, do you remember how even
No.
Kamloops, for example, had skyrocketed
Yeah, what
uh,
happened out there?
over
Have
the
you
last
been
couple years?
monitoring?
Well, we have some clients that are moving out that way. It's
Hmm.
definitely quieter outside, like in the areas further outside of the major cities. It's a good time to buy. It's a good time to buy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
So,
I mean, we are at a low point in prices. So, we've been saying that for a while with the anticipation that they were going to pause rates, that, hey,
mhm,
we're at a bottom price wise. And I think we've been saying that since like
mhm.
December,
Well,
January.
let's shift the conversation for a second because I know you have appointments that you need to go to.
Hmm.
What are you looking forward to for the remainder of the month of March or going into April? Because we haven't heard from you in a
Um,
long time.
yeah, I know on it. Well, yeah. So I'm doing a lot of renovations.
Hmm.
At my, well, so I finished renovations at my home. I've got a rental property next door with a couple suites that I'm doing a lot of work to right now, gutting, a good portion of it and rebuilding. So I'm looking forward to getting that all stitched up in April. Um, at least so the walls are closed, and then, it's just finishing. Hopefully that'll be done in May, and come toward the end of April, I am looking forward to being able to focus more on real estate, sales and services.
Are
I
you
haven't been
allowed?
able to go out there and hustle as much right now,
Mhm,
just because of the time commitment, like every day, morning till afternoon, and I'm getting my hands dirty,
mhm.
which I enjoy. It's very therapeutic. Probably had one of the best winters on record, in terms of how I feel,
Good.
because I'm working with my hands and doing that. But I would like to get out there and hustle some more.
Are you allowed to share at this point in time? It might be a no, might have to share it later, about any development projects or anything like that that you're working on in Victoria, or not
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got a couple listings in a pre-sale in Langford. It is the best value for pre-sales in Langford right now.
Mm,
I've got a couple of ground floor units that would be great for people downsizing, or even people just getting started. And I love ground floor units because they've got enormous patios most of the
yeah.
time. At least if you're going to buy a ground floor unit, make sure that it has a large patio or yard. So these are between 170 to 230 square feet,
Hmm.
um, the patios themselves.
Okay.
And you've got walkout access. So if you've got a dog, if you don't like bumping into your neighbors or any of that, you can just walk out of your patio, lock
Hmm.
the door, and then continue on to the street or whatever. So a couple great listings there. I think the building is nearly half sold out, complete end of 2024.
Wow.
There's going to be another offering in Langford coming up soon, 120 unit building. And this builder's from Vancouver, and they do really good work. They've got really thoughtful amenities, like rooftop
We
gardens with
should
barbecues,
let's do a
EV
segment on that
chargers, air
closer to.
conditioning.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of our clients out here and friends even too, right? That would be interested in purchasing for investment out your way.
definitely great investment opportunities. Yeah, put up your deposit now, complete in 2 years. The cap rates are also good. So yeah, happy to share more of that when we get closer to launching.
Amazing.
Yeah. What about you? What are
Okay.
you looking forward to?
I'm not delayed because I can't think about it. You know what?
You've got a lot going on.
I've been
Yeah.
incorporating more self-care into my routine because I absolutely have to. I absolutely have to. So that's the first time in my career that I've been able to do that. And I've noticed that as I do that, I'm actually taking on more and able to do more. So with our real estate sales in Metro Vancouver, servicing that and the Fraser Valley, um, with the team that I'm building out here. So there's the leadership portion as well,
Mhm.
which sometimes I question myself, and it's like, oh, maybe you're not the right leader. I'm just being honest, right? But it's just like the internal stuff that I have to go through, being there for the kids, being there for the family. Obviously, when we played
Mhm.
that game earlier, family and work were like priorities. And then the creative endeavors as well. With we're doing through the podcast. Um, a
Which
Vancouver's
podcast?
most in the house podcast, who I'm a host with Jenny for that podcast. We're doing
Co-creator.
yeah, Vancouver's what is it? It's called Vancouver's Most Influential Women in Real Estate 2023. It's
Oh,
a live
cool.
event. Yeah, so it's just great connecting with everyone. Oh, by the way, I'm coming out to Victoria to speak at a real
Oh
estate
yeah.
event as well in September.
Oh,
So
nice.
hopefully you're in town because then I can see you and Aaron.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
What else? Well, I mean, and yeah, and the office reno is almost done. So that's
Almost
something to
done.
look forward to as well.
I'm so excited.
Maybe we'll get some pictures next week when I'm in town.
We're going to, yeah, the coffee bar is up. We just now need to put the
Cool.
coffee machine with everything and the cups.
Awesome.
But yeah,
All right.
good catch up.
Well, nice chatting with you.
You too.
Um, I think anything else for our viewers, or shall we
No,
call it that?
we can call it. We have some interesting listings coming up as well, which we'll be sharing on our Instagram feed. But one of them is really beautiful. It's a sub penthouse with amazing sweeping views, water views, and
Hmm,
everything in Port Moody.
cool.
And a couple of others in Vancouver and one in Langley, actually, that might be coming up soon. It depends. So we'll be releasing those. But good properties, very unique.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, here, let's leave with this. For our viewers, if you'd like to be a part of our monthly newsletter, you can email us at teamsing@belairrealty.ca if you want to follow us on Instagram, real estate with real people.
Mm.
And can they find us anywhere else?
I mean, that's the easiest way to get in touch right now, but we do send out a kick-ass newsletter. I think it's pretty
Yeah,
good. I'm not biased. It's actually interesting and quite funny. Warren's responsible for 99% of it. So good work.
a little less than that. Anyway,
All
cool
right.
guys. Okay, well, reach out if you have any questions.
Have an
Thanks for
abundant
watching.
day.
All right, you too.